Okay, this is a little video on building a muzzleloader. This is a second one that I've built. The first one was way back in 1980, and since then I kind of enjoyed building them, and I decided I was going to build a pistol. And I'll just go over some of the places I got the stuff and maybe some of the problems I had building it. I'm not quite done yet. I still have to stain I need to stain the wood, and I need to brown the barrel yet. I haven't browned the barrel. So that's a couple things that I have to do on it yet. But I got a nice piece of wood. My boy got me a nice piece of wood for Christmas. This has been about 4 years ago, I guess. And it's got a lot of nice curl in it. It's curly maple. And it's got some nice curl in there. I think it's going to look real good whenever I get it stained. But I've been working on it now for probably, I would say I probably got at least 100 and some hours in it anyhow. Takes me a long time to inlet everything in there. I have all the brass hardware that's on it I got from Cooperstown Trading Post. That's in Valencia, PA, and I got everything from there except the stock I got from Dixon's gun shop out in Kempton, PA, and he had some nice wood, so I got the stock there, and I got the pommel there. And I always kind of liked the pommel on the bottom of it, and that was probably one of the hardest things I had to put in. I never put one of them on before, and boy, I had a hard time getting this thing all in here, inletted in here. That was a heck of a time, but after it got in, I was satisfied with it. It took me quite a bit of time, but the lock I have on it, it's a Eleanor lock, is a style of lock. The barrel and the barrel is a Green River barrel, and then it's just a plain single trigger, nothing fancy on the trigger at all. And the sights, I just put iron sights on it, and I engraved some stuff on the top. I'm not too good with the wood, doing wood carving, but so a lot of this I did actually was just with a file and some sandpaper. It was just like a lot of rubbing, that's all. But and all the brass hardware, it all came sand cast. So a sand cast brass hardware, like the trigger guard here. That son of a gun comes really rough. It takes quite a bit of rubbing to get it all smoothed out. But I had some other troubles a little wee bit when I put the ramrod down in, and I drilled the ramrod down in. I came really close down here on the bottom, and most of these trigger guards have a tang going up in here, and you're supposed to drill it and kind of pin the tang in. Well, I didn't have enough room to do that, so I ended up I put a screw from the trigger mechanism itself and bolted it to the bottom of the trigger guard. And then when I screwed the trigger guard up into the tang up on the top here, that's going right into the trigger itself, holding it in, and it pulled the whole thing up in, and it worked out pretty good. And I put the one screw down on the bottom here and inlet this in on the bottom of it, but it didn't come out too bad. So I'm going to be anxious to see what it looks like when I get it stained. I took it out, and I took the barrel out, and I tested the barrel just by itself. I was a little afraid to do it holding it in the gun, because I was afraid if something would blow apart or something, I'd have all that time and it would be gone. So I took the barrel out by itself, and I tied it to a 2x4, and I put a backstop of a nail in the back of it, and I put 45 grains in the thing, and I set it off, and boy, it really went off big time. I thought maybe, oh boy, it was going to blow up, but it pushed the nail back and everything else, but everything seemed to be all right. So since then, I've shot it a couple times with in the stock, and everything seems to be working pretty good. So I kind of lowered it down. I looked online, and I think they said that you're supposed to take the caliber, which this is a 45 caliber, and you're supposed to take that and take half of the caliber plus 5 is what you're supposed to do. So that'd make it close to around 28 to 30 grains of black powder. So I put 30 grains in it of black powder when I shot it before, and I'm thinking it might be a little wee bit heavy, because it really didn't seem to burn all the powder out of it with that shot. So I think the next time I do it, I'll take it down a little bit more. But yeah, but everything come out pretty good. I got a little teardrop I put in here, inletted on here, and side plate, just a brass side plate inletted. Then I put these little things on the side. They cover the pins up that hold the barrels that are holding the ramrod on, and so that makes it kind of a little dressier. And I just have plain pins going through here and that hold the barrel down into the wood, and that's about it. But I enjoy it. It's nice. It's a lot of fun to do the thing, and it's fun to be able to shoot it afterwards. And it's something you can keep for a long time, maybe pass it down to the family somehow or another.